Okay, here's what we're trying to do on our kickoff team. We've got an attack mentality, and we are talking 3 things: speed, bully, ball. That's all we're looking for. Our first, if we could run all the way down the field with unbelievable speed, not touch anybody except the ball carrier and tackle the ball, that'd be a perfect kickoff scenario for me. I do not like running into people on kickoff. When I'm on kickoff return, I love when guys want to bully people, want to run into me, want to try to run me over, because it doesn't make it very hard on me. I know where they're going to be. It might hurt, but it's not going to make it very hard on me to try to chase them or block them in space. So what we're trying to do is the opposite: speed, avoid all those blocks unless we have to. We won't bully anybody, but if we do have to bully somebody, that's when we put our hat in hands, our face, our hands, and run our feet through them to disengage and then tackle the ball. So whenever we talk on kickoff here, we say speed, bully, ball. You'll hear our guys say that all the time. Getting into a little bit of how we take off and some of our kickoff notes. Okay, we all want to take off on the kicker, and everybody's at the 35-yard line or the 40, wherever you kick from, at the same time. But a lot of times it's hard to see, visually see the guy. You can stagger your guys or put some guys outside a little bit closer, but the guy closest to the kicker should really trigger everyone, and it's a little bit of a domino effect. I don't want it to be too much. You got to anticipate it, because if you do too much of a domino effect, your ones out there by the sidelines aren't going to be at the 35 or at full speed, right? Covering the field. But the guy closest to the kicker really starts to trigger that, and then we want everybody definitely within a yard of the restraining line, right? At our level, the refs usually gives us a full yard, for half a yard to be offsides. If we do it too many times in a row and we're just blatantly running past it, they're going to get us. But we can be within a yard, give or take, of that. I like to say straddle the 35. When that ball is being kicked, we are straddling the 35 running. Okay. Return recognition. Here's how I want my guys to think. What is my key? Okay. Is it a frontline guy? Is it the tight ends, the fullbacks? It might be the returner himself or the off returner. Obviously, as coaches, we need to give that to them. Okay. But that's the first thing in order to figure out the return recognition, is what is my key? Like, who is it physically and where is he on the field? Then we need to know what he does. Okay, what is my key doing, and what does that mean for me? I don't just need to stare at my guy and say, oh, coach, that's who my guy is, number 48 back there. No, I need to know, what is he doing? What does that mean? Then the last thing is, what type of leverage is he trying to establish? If you watch my KOR scheme presentation clinic here, I don't want to give away any sort of leverage until the very last second on my KOR. I should say our KOR here, okay? We drop head up and stay head up as long as we can. Most teams do not do that. They drop way inside of you to try to set up leverage. So figure out, what type of leverage is my guy trying to establish, okay? And then going back to that first slide, we can try to run by him on the proper side of the ball. Excuse me. Okay, a couple more kickoff notes. Block destruction. First 25 to 30 yard guy, that's speed read. And again, really the whole thing is speed and read for me. I do not want to run into guys just because they're there. Figure out the leverage, read your key, and let's beat them with speed. I used to say all the time, HSDM. I put it on our shirts. High speed decision making. Pick the side based off of the knowledge you have and run. Okay? But I'm not crazy enough to think that within that last 15 yards, we call it that combat zone, where we need to bully a guy. At some point, man, it's football. You got to put your hands on the guy and run through him. This is when you simply cannot avoid, because if you pick a side and avoid, clearly you'll create a seam and go. But guys, I'm talking, that is the last 10 to 15 yards from the ball carrier, not the end zone, not where the ball was kicked or anything. If we're within 10 to 15 yards of the ball carrier, we now need to hit a guy. Other than that, I'm not trying to hit him, okay? Double teams. We can split them, or we can attack one man. Okay, I'll tell you which guy, if it's a left return or you're getting doubled, it's probably coming to your side. We want to attack the outside guy on that to make sure the ball turns back inside, okay? one thing you could do schematically, if you know that's going to happen, I've actually never done it on kickoff. I've seen it done to me, and it's awesome. Okay, if you know they're a double team return team, doubling your boundary 3. Okay, take one of your other guys and pick them, just like in basketball. Run through that guy and pick him, and that's how you can beat a double team. Also, you almost twist your guys, but you twist them with the intent of knocking out the double team. Take out one of those guys, knock him over or bully him, and then come behind that guy and continue to run. So I think that's a really good way that I have not utilized yet, but I think that's a very, very good way to attack double teams on kickoff.